So this is chapter 7, the 7-step framework for growing the art of discipline. I've got several pieces here, and the first is cultivate interoception. Grow in knowing. That's feeling and seeing inside. Use your body-based practices, your nagas, to discover the body as awareness. Once the body is seen and felt and known as awareness, all the other meta-disciplines become actually much, much easier. And you find greater transparency of the unconscious processes of body-mind. The second aspect of this is to build emotional intelligence. We've talked about this. Use the tools to create emotional literacy. Finding the granularity, the nuances of emotion, the texture of as many emotions as you can. Make all emotions okay. Understand them. You don't have to act them out in the world. There's a difference between feeling and then communicating clearly about your emotional reality, separate from the demand that is usually associated with emotional arising. Normally what we do is we bind our demand into the emotion and we throw the demand and the emotion at people. And that becomes very dominating, very aggressive. So what we're learning to do instead is to understand our emotions, all of them. Doesn't matter which one they are. We get comfortable with them. Whether it's anger or pain or grief or suffering or joy or bliss or whatever it is, we get really comfortable with those. We can feel them rising, how they start, where they come from in the body, how they rise up, how they flow. We can communicate those clearly. I am feeling. There is a feeling of. Yeah. I love the Gaelic around this. The Gaelic talks about emotions moving through us. Sadness is moving through. Not I am sad. Not I have sadness. It's moving. Sadness is moving through. Joy is moving through. It's all moving. And when we can be comfortable with all the domain of movement and all the vulnerability around that and all of the goodness around that, then we have the capacity to fully feel, to fully engage, to fully experience empathy, to fully experience love. So emotional intelligence is crucial. That's the ability to fully feel all the nuances of emotion, to be able to express them, and to be able to act on them as appropriate, separate them from any demand we have, and not just act them into the world. So emotional intelligence is a powerful, powerful tool. Number 3 is find cognitive clarity. And we talked about awareness and the thoughts as peripheral to awareness. So use your meditation and your pattern interrupts to start, initiate and continue the process of transcending the conditioned installations of mind. Create internal space, create internal peace and calm, and find a depth of clarity that would be formerly unknown to you. The fourth is practice conscious breath work. That's right. Practice training in down regulation first and in up regulation. Practice in finding flow and optimal states, and practice in finding greater awareness, greater systemic connection to everything. Understand that connection of oxygen into all the cells from the plants. Know yourself as this and grow in interbeing. Number 5 is meta-relaxation, using your NSDR practice. The ultimate relaxation is simply relaxing in space-time. All relaxation practice, whether autogenic chaining, yoga nidra, power nidra, or NSDR, non-sleep deep rest, are entirely valid and powerful. They're powerful tools to remember your natural state and drop into this. We can't take relaxation for granted anymore. It's not a given. So we have to train ourselves in relaxation on demand whenever you want. Remember, we are the universe, not just in it. We are a unique expression of this universe. We might as well learn to relax into this and enjoy it. Number 6 is coherence. Finding physicality and interoception, the feel-see inside, the in-knowing, in flow with our gut feeling from the enteric nervous system, in flow with rising emotions, in flow with our heart and the electromagnetic web of our body-mind, all aligned with our thoughts, desires, beliefs, values, and motivations. All of this in continuous connection and living contact with the world. Living contact separation as the continuum. You are coherence. You may have forgotten this, but you are this. And number 7 is alchemy. We will have our capacities. We all have them, our capacities, our abilities, our skills, and we all have them tested. This annealing is finding radical resistance. It's in the stresses that we find the gold. Being alive, deeply connected, thriving, and living authentically from the unique depth we are. Without the friction, without the complexities, we don't know, we can't find the gold. We need this to have the alchemy. So we have the 4 keys: acceptance, the seamless web, perceptual shift, and discipline, working through the 7-step framework, which includes cultivate interoception. Really cultivate it. Number 2, build emotional intelligence. Number 3, find cognitive clarity. Number 4, practice conscious breath work. And number 5, metta relaxation. Number 6, coherence of all the parts of you. And number 7, alchemy. Now, through application of the metta disciplines, the 5 metta disciplines, which, if you remember again, were conscious breath work, embodied awareness, find that in knowing, mind mastery and meditative depth, train your brain. And number 4, relational intelligence. And number 5, creativity. And I haven't talked a lot about creativity. This is your road to the freedom to be, the road to utterly transform stress into radical resilience.